Hi everyone. This is the third time I'm taping this, so I'm going to make it short and sweet this time. My name is Dr.Arini, and I'm very, very happy that you decided to take English 102 this semester with me. So I have been teaching English 101, 102, creative writing, creative nonfiction, writing to heal, personal exploratory writing, English as a second language, grammar for over 2 decades now. And I really enjoy what I do, and I really enjoy the subject matter. And I enjoy watching students grow and change over the course of a semester. So just a little bit about me so that you get some sense of who I am as a teacher, professor, so you understand what the semester will be like. I'm a pretty easygoing person. You can, email me, text me, call me, pretty much, from the minute I get up to the minute I go to sleep, and I answer your questions because I don't want you to feel like you're learning in a vacuum in an online course. Like, you can often get lonely. It's, you feel, if you get anxious, it's best to have somebody that you can just reach out to that will just make you feel better. So essentially, that's what I'm trying to do for you. So you will find that I'm there for you, okay? So don't feel bad about calling, texting. I would rather that you do that than live in anxiety or fear, okay? Because you can't learn well that way. And my objective is to have you learn, to have you really enjoy the class, to be able to get into the subjects, and learn about yourself too, not just a subject, learn about yourself. So I've designed the course in a specific way to help you in the future with all of these things we're talking about. So know that I'm pretty easygoing. Know that I do accept late work. I do take off points for late work. That's in the syllabus. It's 2 points for every day that it's late. But if you have a note from a doctor or a lawyer or a psychiatrist, a psychologist, then I don't take any points off. So just my advice to you would be not to drop at any point in the semester, just to keep moving forward. Just push through, just communicate with me. Just say, hey, I'm having a difficult time. I might be late with these things. This is what's happening. Totally fine, okay? I don't want you to lose your money. I want you to finish the course. So just know that that's okay with me. I'm not a very stern, strict professor, okay? I do want you to learn though, so I am strict about that part. Okay, so anyway, let's moving on to what we're going to be talking about in English 102. So in English 102, it's a continuation of English 101, which is all about, research and writing, okay? And of course, critical thinking skills. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to have a couple of different assignments that we're working on. The very first one is taking stock of all the different rhetorical texts that come across our path every single day. So from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, you're going to record everything you see and copy and paste the URL into a document. And then you'll turn it into an essay in which you discuss all the different texts that you saw over the course of a day, and just whether or not you were persuaded by any of them, what they were saying, and if they were convincing, what the audience was that they were aiming for, all of this kind of stuff you want to talk about. And what do I mean by a text? A text can be literally a text, but it can, as in a text that we send. A textbook is also a text, but that's, the old-fashioned term for text. Now, a rhetorical text is an email that comes to us, an ad that we see on YouTube, on other places, on TV, the news, anything that has an opinion, a speech news, um, you name it, we come across it. So a Twitter, anything on Facebook. So those things come across our paths constantly. We're having to skip these things. We're having to, wait for them to finish. We have to sit through them. So also, there are like tangible ones, right? Like the boards that we pass, the poster boards that we pass when we're driving, um, the posters that are actually up in like CCC on the walls. If you go see art, sometimes art has got some message as well. So there's so many different types of text. So you're going to take stock from the minute you wake up to the minute you go to sleep, discuss them, and discuss whether or not you were persuaded by any of them, etc., etc. Then the second thing we do is we do a comparative rhetorical analysis. So basically what that means, comparative, compare and contrast, right? Rhetoric, rhetorical, all of the strategies, the rhetorical strategies that two either writers or musicians or motivational speakers, that's the big one, motivational speakers, artists, the types, just comparing and contrasting the rhetorical strategies used by two very similar people. Okay, it could be two feminist writers, it could be two politicians, it could be, whatever interests you, but you need to pick 3 texts from each and compare and contrast those texts. Okay, so for instance, for one, maybe I would pick their website because it's written out and there's reason and purpose to everything they put on it. Number 2, I might pick an interview with them or them speaking in front of a camera. Number 3, I might pick something shorter like a Twitter or an email that was sent trying to convince, or maybe a chapter or piece of their writing in some way. Something constructed by them, written by them, okay? Not by their team, but by them. And then you do the same for the other person. And that's the second paper we work on, right? And then the next one we work on is actually a persuasive cover letter. So it's a cover letter for a job that you would apply for, whether now or in the future, and you'd be using your logical rhetorical strategies to put together a cover letter promoting yourself so that you will get the job. That's very practical. Not many instructors do that, but it's a perfect instance of persuasion and using logical rhetorical strategies. Okay, then after that, we do an interview. You're going to choose someone that you're personally interested in interviewing. You will conduct an interview with that person and tape it, and you will put it up for us to view. You will type up the transcript of what was said, and you will also put that up for us. So that is the next one. And the very last thing that we do is the reflective essay. By then, the semester's over, summer's rolling around, we will have gone through spring, and the course ends. So it's pretty fun. There's just like so much you can do with a course like this. Oh, and I forgot, there's one thing at the end, and that is the portfolio, in which you put everything you did for the entire semester together on either Weebly or Wix site, or if you already have a website of some sort, you would put it up. Okay, and so we'll go into those later on in the semester. So that's basically what we do. It's really just fun, practical things. But we're using our brains, we're analyzing, we're picking things apart, we're honing those critical thinking skills so that we are on that journey towards becoming really, really good thinkers for ourselves, for our families, for our well-being, to take care of ourselves in society as we get older and move into middle age and old age, just to have those skills. To develop one's mind is the most important thing you can possibly do. And I'm here for you at the beginning of this journey. It's exciting. So if you need anything, make sure you text, email, or call. My number is in the course. And I look forward to talking to you more. And I look forward to communicating with you through our course in Canvas. Okay, guys. So nice to see you. Peace and love. See you soon. Bye.